Hi everyone, welcome to the How to Craft Network studio. My name is Toni and this is the home of Stamps by me. I have a beautiful collection to showcase, a big collection. I'll show you some of the elements and then we're going to get straight into an inspirational demo. In fact, two. So if you found me today, it's probably because you scanned the incredible QR code. We pop QR codes on all of our products, so please scan the rest of the QR codes on all of the products that you have from us here at Stamps by Me, and you're going to enter a world of creativity, I promise you. Make sure you don't have any housework to do though, because if you scan it, you're not going out. So let's just quickly show you the collection, some of the collection, and then we'll get straight into two cards. So in this particular collection, it's a secret forest. We have papers, and I'm just going to show you how decadent they are. Rich, luxurious, deep, really brilliant for your fall cards, autumn cards. You could even incorporate some festivity cards in with these, some Christmas cards. So that's one of the paper collections in the kit. So just move that to one side. Then we have some complementing vellums. These are beautiful. They look like gold leaf on your cards. When you pop, let's just show you for example. Check this out. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That is a card in itself, and I'm going to showcase some of the vellum in today's inspirational video. And it's wonderful to have your company. It really, really is. Then we have a die set, which has got two on here, a maple and a lime. So all of the elements have open design in their dies, so that means you can stamp the elements which are coming underneath. Look at this. So here we have the beautiful cute elements, the forest-like animals, some lovely sentiments. Every flower is a soul blossoming in nature. A garden is not a place, it's a journey. And these little cuteness here stamp within these windows here. So shall we get straight into a demo, because I am super excited about this collection. It's one of those times of the year when we all begin to get cozy. We start to see the trees change and all of the good stuff. So isn't it wonderful to incorporate it into our cards? This is going to really tell that story, guys, on your cards. So let's just move these out of the way. I've already done a little bit of the work ahead of time so we can sort of like get two demonstrations in. But first of all, I have a little A2 card here, which is a top folding one, and I've taken that incredible vellum. Now this is one of the different ones I've just shown you, and when you pop it on, look how it creates that texture. It looks like there's layers and layers of cardstock on there, doesn't it? And there isn't. I promise you there isn't. So I've cut it to the same size as my card, and I always like to see my vellum go over my card and behind. So I'm just going to push it behind because I think it looks really, really extra special when the vellum continues to the back of the card. Plus it also looks like we haven't been tagged. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a little burnish, and then we'll add some tape underneath just to hold it in place. And then we'll just bring our card to the front here, give it another burnish. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of tape underneath here just to hold it in place. I mean, that is a card in itself, isn't it? Absolutely adorable. Right, so what I've done on this particular card is I've gone straight ahead and cut that incredible die, check this out, of the gold sparkle. How beautiful it is in the gold sparkle. Now, to elevate this card a little bit more, I have some ribbon from my stash, and it's quite a translucent ribbon. It's got a touch of green in there, which I felt would look really, really pretty, this card. So I'm just going to cut some of this. Now you can cut it to size, of course, if you need to. Let me just grab my scissors. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tie a wonderful bow around the top of this card. So I'm going a little bit longer, and then I'm going to pop my ribbon underneath, and I'm going to bring it to the top. Now this just adds a little bit of texture to your cards without the bulk and the expense of having to post as well. So I'm just going to try and tie this in a pretty bow. I'm going to do it off to the side because I think it looks pretty off to the side. And then I'll pop my finger in and we'll create a little eye, and then another little eye. We'll pull that tight. So there we have. I love the very soft ribbons that just add a touch of colour to your project, but nothing too much. So I like to bring my legs in just slightly, make them a little bit smaller. And then pull them totally tight when I've got them a bit smaller. And pull. There we go. Like so. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim those legs, just give that a little tweak in there. And then we'll just trim our legs. Have a nice bow, and you can bring it down if you want to. What I like to do once I've got it in place is I just like to add a little bit of tape under, like one of the arms, just under here, and just pop it down, and then that just stops the system from moving down my card. And there we have. And then I'm just going to take this beautiful die cut piece. Now these pieces actually in the centre do pop out, but I've left these ones in, but I could pop them out if I wanted. As you can see, they pop out. I'm leaving these two in and I've taken this one out. I'm just going to add some tape behind. As you can see, they're wanting to come out. Add some tape behind there. And then all I'm going to do, quite simply, hang this from underneath our design. I mean, quick cards, these ones, super quick. Like so, I'm just going to tuck that in there, like so. And push that into place. And then we just need a cute sentiment to finish it off, and I have one here that says "Celebrate You." We'll just pop it in the centre of this lovely leaf here. There we go. A beautiful, quite easy, sparkly card, which I love. And that vellum is exquisite. It's high grade vellum. It scores beautifully. You can heat emboss on it. You can do all of the good stuff, all of the techniques that you love to do. So that's card number one. But when I cut this vellum for this card, I had some waste. So I thought, I am not waste. I hate waste. So we're going to create another pretty card, but use it in a different way. So let's first of all show you how the dies cut. I'm going to go with the opposite die in the system for this second card. And this is the one which is the lime. So let's bring in our die cutting machine. And we'll just cut this one through. I love these dies. They give you creativity in so many different ways, simply because I can cut it now and just have it as a leaf design, but then the centres pop out and I can stamp the animals into the little leaf windows. So cool. I love this design. And again, it could be used for anything. So let's just run this one through. Plates are straight, Toni, that would help. Move our pretty card out of the way. Even in white, this looks beautiful. Beautifully on an A2 card, and these pieces here you can offset as well slightly. There is actually a card here. Let me just show you this card here. So you can see how the detail part is in those beautiful creative papers, and then the excess that's fallen out of the centre has just been offset just to give a little bit of interest on that card. Really beautiful. And I mean, the deep rich dark tones in here, I don't think I've ever seen papers that give that sort of vibrancy and texture. Really wonderful. So then let's just move this out of the way. Now I am going to use one of those cute animals too, because we can't do a card without an animal. So let's bring in our stamp set. And I think I'm going to use this sort of fawn animal here. He is so cute, or she's so cute. So let's just pop him on a block. Move this one out of the way. Let's bring in our card. I'm going to stamp a design just here on the bottom corner. I'm just going to go black so you can all see how intricate the detail is on here. Now you could totally colour these if you wanted to, watercolour. Use your ink pads, stamp. There we go. Really, really wow. And the delicateness of these, you really do not need a ton of stuff to create beautiful cards. So this was the offcut. So I felt like I'm not going to waste it. It's going to go down the side here just to embellish the card. I'm just going to take this in place. And this could be like a theme. This could be invitations. This could be an RSVP, you know, for gratitude. Grateful cards. We have our decorative panel on there, and I feel like this is going to just give my card that wow factor. Now I'm just going to take it up slightly, and I'm just going to possibly cut off the excess there. So let's just get this in place. I think the white is truly beautiful. If you have the confidence to do it in just white, it will look totally awesome. But maybe if you're a little bit fearful of white, you could do it in tones of gold. You could use the pattern papers so you can see the paper design through too. But I am a strong believer in if you can create a card from white cardstock, then it's a credit to the designs. So I maybe might just, I think we will go about there. And then the excess we will just trim away with our scissors. Just turn the card over. Little piece on that point there. And there we have a pretty card. And then I've stamped from the stamps that if you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden. How true is that? I love positive sentiments. If you've seen my sentiments before, we don't do the norm. We are a little bit different in that sense. And I'm just going to pop him down there. So there we have two incredible cards created from the wonderful Secret Forest collection, both using the vellum, both using the die cuts, and then we just added a little bit of interest with some bows and a little bit of sparkle. Do we like that one? I hope you like that one. It is a wonderful collection that's going to see your whole year through. Whatever you're doing, have a fantastic day. Don't forget to continue to scan the QR codes. They are updating QR codes, which means you could scan them on the Monday. They will have one video. You can scan them in 2 weeks' time and they could have 2, 3, 4, 5. It depends how many times we have been creative with that particular design. Stay tuned. We do have a lot more inspiration for you all. Take care, everyone. Bye.